Mrbeast, also known as Jimmy Donaldson, has built a massive online following by creating videos that often feature elaborate challenges, grand giveaways, and significant acts of charity. With millions of subscribers and billions of views, he has been hailed as a modern-day Robin Hood. Wait, I think I'm reading the wrong script. Here's the right one. In the ongoing Mrbeast saga, another controversy has recently surfaced, and it's not about his fake videos or his garbage product Lunchly or about his shady crypto activities. In fact, it's that very thing that he has always been praised for and consistently defended with, his charitable work. Turns out they are fake too, and he has been exposed again. Today, we're looking into a few of such charitable videos by Mrbeast which might be staged, exaggerated, or manipulated for the sake of content creation, aka performative philanthropy. Let's start with "We Powered a Mountain," uploaded on his Beast Philanthropy channel.
A few months ago, at the very top of a 9,000-foot mountain in a remote part of Nepal, this hospital looked like this. Local doctors have no access to proper medical equipment and often had to perform surgeries and complex procedures in the dark using only a flashlight and very basic tools. So our long-term partners Give Power, who we have worked with in 3 previous Beast Philanthropy videos, asked Dan and Darren to join them on a trek to the village of Kalagwen to help them solve this problem.
So the video is about bringing electricity to a hospital in a remote mountain community that never had power before, and he boasted about transforming a broken building into a fully operational hospital.
Together, we turned a broken building with no electricity into a fully operational hospital that will service over 16,000 people in this community.
Turns out he never actually built the hospital, it was already there. So what did he build then? Or did he just Photoshop the hospital? Are these just allegations? Is he ever gonna respond to these claims? I really wish I could directly ask these questions to Mrbeast, but unfortunately I can't. However, I have found an app where I can have fun talking to his bot. Let me introduce you to Poly AI, an app where you can create your own unique characters, talk to them, and also get a reply like a real person. For example, let's chat with Mrbeast. Intro. Mrbeast is a YouTuber billionaire who scams his young audience and fakes his content and charitable work for money. Save and create. Hey Mrbeast, are you ever gonna respond to the series of allegations made against you?
Nope.
As I expected. Anyway, Poly AI also has a huge selection of characters, each with their own unique voice and personality. It lets you chat with your favorite fictional and real-life characters like Albert Einstein, Stephen Hawking, and Donald Trump. And the fun doesn't stop there. Poly AI also lets you hear those characters in their voices. Let's have a chat with Ghost. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I guess the ability to go invisible would be pretty useful.
Isn't this fun? I'm really enjoying this app and you can join in too. With over 10 million downloads worldwide, it is a must-have app for you to unleash your creativity. Download Poly AI now using the link in the description. Plus, if you use my special code, SNOOP6, you'll unlock premium features for an even better experience. So what are you waiting for? Download the app now! Besides, Poly AI is also available on Chrome, so don't hesitate to share this with your friends too. Now, getting back to his Nepal philanthropy video, the cracks were pretty evident right from the beginning. If you look closely, you can see the building is heavily photoshopped. The moss growing here wasn't there in the original picture, and neither were these cracks. And it isn't just the moss and the cracks, the entire building behind this structure is photoshopped to create the illusion that it was the Mrbeast Philanthropy team who built the hospital.
Beast Philanthropy did a behind the scenes video for this shoot where they build a hospital in Nepal or whatever. The building looks very different than in shots like this. And for one example, there's like moss growing here, which is...
Yeah, it looks more decrepit.
Yeah, and it's like
this
the
one.
Concrete's breaking down right here. There's like holes in the roof. There's like all this random crap.
But in the real shot, there's no moss.
Yeah.
There's no decrepit.
Right here, you'll notice this pillar, 2 white lines. Right here, same pillar, 2 white lines. But there's a building behind it. So in this opening shot, where Mrbeast says, "This is what the hospital looked like a month ago," they digitally removed the entire hospital to make it look like they built the hospital.
Like they
And the
built.
same goes for other parts of the building too, like this entrance which looks perfectly fine in their behind the scenes footage, but they're pretty much deteriorated in their published video.
But yeah, they did that to make it look all broken down and decrepit, adding all these like all this trash. Like this looks like a PlayStation 2 graphic.
It doesn't have any of that in the video.
Yeah, and these pictures were used in news articles to show that Mrbeast revitalizes Nepal hospital, bringing vital services to thousands. What they actually did in the video was just install solar panels. They didn't build the hospital, but he made it seem like they did.
And you don't have to go too far to prove Dogpack's claim, just look into the comment section. I'm from Nepal and this hospital was built by the government. Mrbeast added solar panels and took all the credit, lol. I'm from Nepal and this place is located in Sinduli district. People from Sinduli say that he only added the solar lights in the hospital, but the building itself was built by the Nepal government, not Mrbeast. This hospital looked like this. No, it didn't. Those are some straight up lies. That is poorly made generative AI/photo bashing to remove the actual hospital building from the rear that was there the entire time and to make it look even more run down. And if that's true, I think that's a really bad move in the name of philanthropy, because if you have to exaggerate things to make it appear as though more was done than what actually happened, then what's the point of charity if it's just for show? But sadly, most of Mrbeast's philanthropy is like this. Coming to the next video, we built a town.
Just 4 days ago, this secluded town in the middle of nowhere looked like this. And because this town is located in the middle of the jungle in Guatemala, an area that experiences extreme tropical storms in the summer, many of these small houses cannot withstand these brutal conditions, forcing the residents to constantly rebuild their homes in order to protect their families. Once we found out about this community in Guatemala, we contacted Techo, an organization we worked with 2 years ago by rebuilding 10 houses in an impoverished community in Costa Rica to see how we could help save this remote town from being destroyed.
If you look closely, why does this picture look wobbly? The flowers, the building, everything is moving. That doesn't make any sense. I think Dogpack and Rosanna have a better explanation for this.
Look at how fake this
Yeah,
tank looks.
that's definitely a fake
Look
tank.
how fake these flowers are.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm a girl, I know my flowers, okay? No.
So, but I think there is some part of a real building here, but then they just use generative AI or you know, editing or whatever to expand it, because it's like, there's things, look at that.
It's no.
And then like the building here is like expanding. So it's like they added on the whole back half of the building. The flowers here are like not lining up. You can barely tell that this is faked. So like, how many things like this are they getting away with where they're making it look like they did more than they actually did? Because they say that this is what the town looks like now, and then this is what it looked like before.
Yeah.
And it's just not true.
It's dishonest.
No, it's completely deceptive.
No doubt the house is faked. Can't you see how parts of the image are overlapping? He's simply using poverty as a platform to boost his own fame and wealth. I built 100 wells in Africa.
This is the first of 100 wells we're gonna build in this video. Oh, water! Oh, crap! You just witnessed a small village in Kenya get access to unlimited clean drinking water in less than a second. One down, 99 more wells in Africa to go. You're gonna love this video.
So the video is all about showing Mrbeast's generosity and efforts to provide clean drinking water to some communities in Africa. Hence, he partnered with a few organizations to build 100 wells in different regions throughout Africa, primarily focusing on areas that face severe water scarcity.
The teachers showed me where the students currently get their water, which is from this river. That's extremely unsafe to drink. This is where your students used to get water from?
Yes.
Every time they need to get water, they need to take a treacherous mile-long hike through the jungle. And that mile-long hike also happens to be on a giant mountain.
The video seemed pretty normal to me until I came across this Reddit post. Mrbeast lies in his videos with evidence. I found some pretty strong evidence that Mrbeast lied in his recent video. If you take a look at these two pictures for one, they are exactly the same but from different angles. He's talking about these two pictures, well number 67 and well number 29. The second problem is you see him claiming he will build wells in Kenya, we built 20 more wells in Kenya, then proceeding to show a picture that clearly shows Zimbabwe. Again, not something you should be seeing after spending thousands of dollars to build a well.
All right, here we go. Under control. We built 20 more wells in Kenya, and after we were done...
This is the picture mentioned in the post, where Mrbeast mentioned Kenya but showed a picture from Zimbabwe. And finally, before he says well 69, he actually skips a picture of 68. There was no picture for well 68. And yes, that's right.
And after giving away the bikes, we continue building wells until we reach well number 69!
There are no pictures for well number 68. One more example of performative philanthropy. Here is an article by Unheard which highlights the major issue for such stunts. This might seem a sensible way for outsiders to help poorer communities, but the landscape of Africa is littered with donor-funded wells and water systems that fail due to lack of maintenance. This has long been recognized as a problem. One report 15 years ago found that £270 million had been wasted on building 50,000 rural water supply points that ended up broken on the continent. One Kenyan activist pointed out that the big issue is sustainability. Her group worked in areas where 6 in 10 wells were broken, with no infrastructure put in place for follow-up maintenance or repair. No doubt, his model of philanthropy relies upon creating viral videos to build mass audiences for advertisers and brand partners. And I really don't think faking his philanthropy videos is right in any way, shape or form. He also frequently boasts about giving away all his money and claims that he's actually poor.
For Dog Pack, there's one thing that I want to talk about. In this clip, he says, I give all my money away. I'm poor. I don't know anybody who's poor who has tens of millions of dollars to throw around in crypto. Not one person. In the Time magazine article where he was interviewed called In the Belly of the Beast, Jimmy says that he brings in about $700 million in revenue a year. And Jimmy Donaldson defends his philanthropic work against charges of poverty profiteering by pointing out that it is funded by his main channel, which sends the charity $100,000 a month. Let's do a little bit of basic math. So annual revenue, $700 million, and you're donating $100K to your charity every month. What percentage is that? What percentage of all of your revenue is donated to your charity? Out of all of the money that he makes, he donates about 0.2% to charity, which I also want to remind everyone watching that donating that money is also a tax write-off.
Furthermore, his philanthropic work doesn't solely rely on his own money. It also includes donation from others. So if he's faking his charitable efforts, it raises the question, where is the donated money going? Into his own pocket? Well, let's just ask him. Hey Mrbeast, where's the money you pocketed from the donations? I have no idea what you're talking about. The money donated goes to charity. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, download Poly AI, link in the description.